Yo, it's your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics. Back at you with a new video. Today is Tuesday, September 12th, 2023, with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App $ ORIONNWSF or the YouTube Super Chat right here. We got an awesome matchup here tonight. We got the Los Angeles Angels versus the Seattle Mariners. Game number 2 in the set, and the countdown to 20,000 subscribers is real. We have 41 subs to go to get to the magic number. Let's go. I need to add something here real quick. Add in the ticker, Los Angeles Angels versus, and I didn't put the Seattle Mariners in. I think I forgot to save it, so got to make sure we put that in the ticker. All right. Well, it feels like it's been a minute, since we've done a baseball game, since I've been just grinding away. To say that I'm tired would be an understatement. When you end up doing 5 or 6 reaction videos a day, and then you do a live stream for Monday Night Football or a Mariner game after, that's a lot of work. I mean, I literally have been in, the studio all day, all night, but it's worth it if we're going to be able to grind to get to this magic number of 20,000. Sarah in the building. What's good? Let's get to 100 in donos. Let's get a Mariner win. No Trout or Ohtani tonight. Unfortunate. But again, I normally want a full strength roster, but it is what it is. And I'm hoping that we can end up getting the dub. So let's go over the starting lineups, and then we'll go over the visiting Angels first. All right, leading off for Los Angeles, first baseman Nolan Canel. Batting second, playing shortstop for the Angels, Zach Neto. Batting third and playing third base, Mike Moustakas. Batting fourth and playing cleanup for Los Angeles, catcher Logan O'Hoppe. If we lose the game today, it'll be because of Logan. Batting fifth, playing second base, Eduardo Escobar. Batting sixth, DHing for Los Angeles, Matt Thaiss. Batting seventh, playing left field tonight, Randall Grichuk. Batting eighth, playing center field for the Angels, Brett Phillips. And batting ninth, playing right field, Jordan Adams. And on the mound for Los Angeles, Patrick Sandoval. And I've done a couple games where he's pitched. He's got a 7-12 record with a 4.31 ERA. So this is a game that we can win. It's very winnable. Let's go Mariners. All right, let's go to the Seattle Mariner lineup. And I was looking for a good spinning logo for the Angels, but I couldn't find one that I thought that was to my standard. All right, here we go. And then obviously with the thumbnail, Zach Neto and Julio Rodriguez. Let's go. All right, baby. Leading off for the Mariners, shortstop, J.P. Crawford. Batting second, playing center field after a 4-hit night last night and a game-tying home run in extras, but it wasn't enough for to win. Center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. 30-30 club last night. It feels good. I feel you. Batting third, playing right field tonight, Teoscar Hernandez. Playing cleanup and batting fourth, big dumper, catcher Cal Raleigh. And he just broke his own record for the most home runs from a catcher for the Seattle Mariners, and he broke his own record from 2022. Cal Raleigh, you are the man. Batting fifth, playing third base, Eugenio Suarez. Batting sixth, playing first base, Ty France. Batting seventh, playing left field tonight, Dylan Moore. Batting eighth, DHing tonight, Sam Haggerty. And batting ninth, playing second base, Jose Caballero. And on the mound for the Mariners, Brian. Woo! Let's go, Brian. Last time you started, it wasn't the greatest. You have a 2-4 record with a 4.50 ERA. So this game literally could go either way, but I think that we can get the dub today with Brian. Woo! Let's go, baby. I'm ready to go. I saw that. 199th win. So, and then he'll be able to get his 200th win before the season ends, obviously, with the amount of games that are left. So that's awesome. And then hopefully they'll have some kind of ceremony for him. And I know Wayno has been good in his career. This year, it's been very hit or miss. I mean, there's been some games where we've watched, and I'm like, what the hell? And he's gotten pulled in like the first inning, second inning, third inning. But hopefully, as of late, he's been, getting a little bit better and maybe getting some run support. So let's go, baby. I got the chain on, over 37,000 packed there in T-Mobile Park. I'm ready to go. No Ohtani. All right, no Trout, no problem. Let's get this done. And we are starting to wrap up, baseball. We're getting a little bit closer. I mean, we're 79 and 65. The Angels are 68 and 77. So there's not very many games left tonight. Let's go. I'm ready. And I've been banging out reaction videos left and right. I did 5 yesterday. I did 5 today. And then once I get 2 done tomorrow, we're going to do all 16 from week 1. It's pretty amazing. I don't know if I've ever done that before, like literally got every single one of them done, except for the Dolphins and the Chargers, which the NFL blocked. But I may try to do it again. But typically when the NFL blocks, a stream, usually that typically means that if you try again, that they'll block it again. But, what the hell? Maybe I will. But I got a couple left to do. And Cardinals and Commanders, Broncos and Raiders. Then the Mariners play at 1 o'clock tomorrow. And then I was thinking about doing a couple college football reactions just to get more out there. So I could always react to Oregon, Colorado with Dion, and then maybe another game that was pretty good from obviously this past weekend. And then we're going to go into baseball tomorrow with the Mariners early start. Luis Castillo at 1. Reaction videos, and then Thursday we'll have obviously Thursday night football, and it's a good one. It's going to be the Eagles fly versus the Minnesota Vikings. So I'm ready to go, and hopefully we'll get some Mariner people in the building. I know that we took a little bit of a step back, doing football after doing a lot of Mariners, but obviously football comes first. Mariners will be secondary. Yeah, no stream tomorrow night. Like I said, because I'm going to be busting out reaction videos, so you're going to get a day off. And if you're working, and you can stop in and say hello, cool. If you're busy and you can't, totally understand. But it just so happens this is the last game of the set. And then on Thursday there is no Mariner games, and that works out good because we have Thursday night football. So let's go. So you'll be able to have a rested day off. But I will be busting out reaction videos. I still plan on doing probably 5. So I'm going to try to do 2 before the Mariners stream, then do the Mariners stream from 1 to 4, and then maybe 2 or 3 afterwards, depending on what time I wake up and get things done. But I want to mix in a good amount of college and the NFL, and we've been growing, and it feels good to grow and get that support. The Mariners streams have been doing well. The NFL streams have been doing well. Your reaction videos are getting us traction. And it feels good. I knew that once I started doing them, all those people that used to watch me doing them, 3, 4, 5 years ago, they knew who I am. The NFL knows who NWSF is. So, it's just going to take time for them to gain more and more momentum and hit the algorithm. And then, like I said, hopefully we can get to a point where most of them will be hitting 1,000 views or more. And then hopefully some of them will hit 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50,000 on a few throughout the season. So pitches outside for Brian Wu. 1-0 count. Nolan Chanel, 275 average, 0 home runs, and 3 ribbies. Let's go. Let's go, Brian. We need you today, baby. And we want to make sure we're not being biased, and we want to make sure we're putting up the proper logos for the proper players that are up. And I'll try to find a spinning logo for the Angels, but like I said, I couldn't find a good one. Like I said, sometimes they'll have them, and sometimes they'll have ones that go side to side and whatnot. But I mean, if I have to just do the logo itself, but it's like once you have a spinning logo or a graphic, it's like really hard to go back to just a transparent logo after that. Definitely takes the stream to another level. So. Friday night, I will be streaming, and typically that is going to be one of the date nights, like Friday and Saturday, or Friday or Saturday. But Erica's got plans to be able to do some things with her kids, as well as I think her cousin's son ends up having some kind of birthday party. So obviously, I told her to go take care of that. So on Friday, we'll end up doing the Dodgers and the Mariners at 7 o'clock. And then George Kirby is pitching. And then on Saturday, the Mariners play the Dodgers again. I think it's like Kershaw and like Bryce Miller. And then we also have the Ducks game that's late. And normally I do all the Ducks games. But if I only have one day a week where we can spend time and go out to dinner, we didn't get a chance to go to Olive Garden. So we're not going to have a stream on Saturday night. So I will end up watching the Duck replay and the Mariner replay, but I'm going to go out on Saturday. That'll be the day that we don't stream. So no stream tomorrow night, but I'll stream in the early afternoon, and no stream Saturday night. But I will be putting out content Saturday morning or afternoon, or I got to see what time, if there's any other matchups or something I can do during the day to kind of fill the time. So got to go to Olive Garden. Didn't get a chance to do that. Top of the first, 0-0. Wu on the mound. Chanel in the box, right up the middle to JP. There we go, one away. Thank you so much. $10 holla, 90 to go, and hopefully we'll get some goats to come through. Bang, 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 boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang, $10 holla. Woo! We appreciate that. Thank you so much. 90 to go. Thank you. Let me know what you want to do for photos, and I got you. Let's get it. Top of the first, 237 average, 8 homers and 30 ribbies for Zach Neto. Yes. I mean, I've been talking about Olive Garden and Equalizer 3 to everyone. I would assume that some of y'all are going to end up taking that opportunity to either get Olive Garden or something of that nature. So Neto, 0 for 4 in the series. Want to make sure we're throwing up positive photos, giving you positive, good vibes for both. Samueno? Okay, I got you. Top of the first, 0-0. And I'm actually surprised I even have a fucking voice after doing 10 reaction videos in 2 days and 2 streams, but here I am. Got to take a little bit of cough drops, and I've been so dedicated. I still have been taking Paisley on walks, 3 of them for about 2 hours total every day. So, dedication and passion, to things that I love are a no-brainer. So I'm going to grind it out here on the channel, and obviously I'm going to make sure that Paisley gets the love that she needs as well. Let's go, baby. 1-2 pitch from Bryan Woo. Oh, check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Yes, there we go. Bryan Woo with his first K. There we go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Nice job, Brian. You get the Mariner Moose out already. And the goal for him will be 8 to 10 Ks. I don't know if he'll be able to get there, but you always want to shoot for the moon. Shoot for the stars. If you end up getting 5 or 6 Ks, so be it. But so far, that's his first K. Nice job, buddy. Let's go, Brian. Bryan Woo with his first K. Let's go. All right, here we go. Next up, Mike Moustakas. You got to watch out for him. That's one guy that, if you pitch right down the middle, he'll crush you. Let's go, baby. Don't let Moustakas kill us here. And Logan O'Hoppe pitches inside, 1-1 count. Nice. Yeah, like I said, sometimes you just got to be able to, be happy with yourself and then, not really look for things. And then sometimes, things will end up finding you. Big swing and a miss, 1-2 count. Because the bottom line is, there's a lot of people that are out there, but there's a lot of not like not really the greatest people. You know what I mean? There's a lot of selfish people that are out there. So sometimes it's good to, just kind of be a little bit patient. Top of the first, 0-0, 2 outs, 1-2 count. Got him, Moustakas. See ya later. Hell yeah, Brian. Woo! With another 2Ks for Brian Wu in the first inning. You couldn't ask for a better start. Hell yeah, Mariner Moose. We love that. Hell yeah. Let's go. All right, leading off for the Mariners in the bottom of the first, shortstop, J.P. Crawford. Batting second, center fielder, just hit the 30-30 club only in his second year. The guy is a G. We're talking about center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. And batting third, right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Let's go, baby. And speaking of Julio, I mean, the stat line is just phenomenal. Take a quick peek here at the stat line. Let's see, just from, what is it? Since July 1st, Julio's American League ranks 91 hits, first 37 extra base hits, first 55 ribbies, first 18 stolen bases, tied for second. So he's been on a heater, since July 1. And if we didn't have Julio, I mean, I can't even imagine where we would be. Let's go, baby. Let's go. All right, let's get some Wayno for you. Yeah, and it's kind of nice being able to get back in the groove with the reaction videos, but I did some, during preseason because I knew that I wanted to make sure that I was on point once the season started, and a lot of effort, because I give so much of my energy and my passion in every one. I don't try to just half-ass anything I do in life, so they're tiring, when I'm just going nonstop, for 15 or 20 minutes straight, but it's definitely worth it. All right, we got Wayno here. I got to chew another Wayno here, and I'll get you more on the next commercial break. All right, come on, JP. Pot roast grilled cheese. Ooh, that sounds great. Pitch is high and inside, 1-1 count. Let's go, Marinez. JP, line drive to first, and he made it to first base just in time. One away. Damn it. It's all good, JP. You'll get him next time. Next up, center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. You the man. Let's go, baby. We need you. This would be really nice if we get a homer today, too. Come on, baby. He hit a 2-run blast to tie it 5-5. His batting average now is 287. He's got 30 homers and 97 ribbies. That's more like it. That's the Julio that we thought we had, from last year being a rookie of the year. He just started slow, and then he got really, really hot. So I'm very excited for him to get over 100 ribbies, and maybe he can end up the season with 35 to 40 homers. So even though we are winding down in the season. Shout out to everyone that's watching on Twitter/X and on YouTube. And I know we'll get a few more people coming in the room as the game progresses. Patrick Sandoval to Julio. Oh, yeah, right past the third baseman. That might be an error. Let's go. Hell yeah. Electric start right there for Julio Rodriguez. The Mariner Moose fucking loves it. I fucking love it. Julio fucking loves it. 30-30 club fucking loves it. Let's go. Error off his foot. Right past him. I love it. There we go. We'll take him. Megan in the building. How are you? Nice. It's a fantastic movie. Heck yeah. $5 holla. Bang, bang, bang. Boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang. $5 holla. That's sweet. Yeah, I've been, I always try to find something that I watched in the past or something that I might have missed. So I like sci-fi a lot. Most people know I collect toys and memorabilia, not just sports, but Marvel, DC, things of that nature, Star Wars, and I really like sci-fi. And one of my favorite shows that I love because it was filmed here in Oregon was called Grimm. And I remember I didn't really remember a lot of the first season, so I ended up going on, I think it's Amazon Prime, and they actually have it on there. So I'm actually going to watch it from season 1 to whatever season it ended on, season 5, 6, or 7. And it definitely blew me away, even just with the first episode. So after I'm done grinding, I'm definitely going to get back into watching a little bit of Grimm. Have you watched Grimm at all, Megan? I really, like I said, I always try to find those shows. Either it's like Grimm or like a Dexter. There's always going to be certain things that I'm going to be looking for, or maybe retouching that I maybe started at one point and then getting back into it. So, oh yeah, I haven't seen it in such a long time. So I was like, you know what? I was looking for it and I couldn't find it on any platform. And then I was like, well, what do you know? Oh, safe. There we go. Yeah, and I really enjoy the actors that are in Grimm. And you've noticed some of those characters have, gone on to do other shows, but it's been filmed in Portland, Oregon, and parts of Oregon, and that was one of the reasons why I caught it at the beginning. And then I was like, wow, I really love this show, and I got addicted to it. And then I stopped watching it. I completed it, and then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to start it over, just like I normally do with like True Blood or Game of Thrones or Dexter New Blood. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to start it from the very beginning because honestly, I don't even remember what happened in season 1. So that's what I did last night, and that's what I'm going to get into. So let's go, baby. All right, we're in the bottom of the first. 0-0, runner at first and second. And I like the start that we got. Teoscar on first base, Julio at second base, and now we got big dumper Cal Raleigh, who just broke his own record from 2022 for the most home runs for a catcher for the Seattle Mariners. It's that nucleus, like I kept telling everybody. It's not only Julio Rodriguez, it's George Kirby and Cal Raleigh. It's a trifecta, the three stooges, the three amigos. You got to have the three amigos, and it feels good. Pitcher, catcher, and then outfielder, home run hitter. All right, come on, Cal. And they got Cal batting right-handed, which I don't like. But we have a left-hander up there, Sandoval, so I get it. But I would rather have a left-handed pitcher go at a left-handed hitter. Like, I don't understand why they're so against, left on left, right on right. Like, why? Like, I feel like it benefits the pitcher, when you end up doing that, especially when Cal's not as good as a righty. It's like you're benefiting Sandoval on getting a strikeout on you. The whole point of the game is to be able to get home runs off Sandoval, not get out, doing a weak position and batting right-handed. But you never know. Maybe Cal will surprise me and hit a homer tonight. So we will see. Big swing and a miss, and guess what? Struck him out. Who would have thunk it? Huh? Let me know what you want for photos. And I got it. Have you seen the new Dexter, Sarah? The Dexter New Blood? It's not as good as the original Dexter, but it definitely, from him being gone from the show, he got like cancer or something. He was gone for a while. And then they did the remake for like that one season for like 10 episodes. I really enjoyed it. The original Dexter is much better, but it's still, it kind of filled a gap in my heart missing that show. Reflect in the building. How are you, brother? What's good? I was waiting for you and Sauer and a few of the others to get in there. There we go. 1-0 Mariners. Let's go, baby. Suarez singled to right. Julio scored. Hernandez the third. Let's go, Gino. Yeah. LA Knight. Yeah. Let's go. Now I get to see it here. There it is. There it is, a little bloop single. Go, go, go. 1-0 Mariners. As soon as Reflect comes in, boom, shakalaka, 1-0. I love it. Let's go, baby. Yeah, I usually don't like a lot of the scary stuff. It's not typically for me, but we are getting closer to October. Some people love Halloween and they love the scary movies. Sometimes I can deal with a little bit of scary movie and a little bit of psychological thriller, but I can't do more than one movie back to back. I don't know. For my mental health, I can only do like one and then I got to take a break, or if I'm watching shows, or whatever, maybe an episode or two and I got to take a break, or unless it's like a documentary like the Jeffrey Dahmer one. I enjoyed that one, when you find like murder mystery type stuff and whatnot. But the Dahmer one was really, really good. But I guess it just kind of depends if it's like horror, thriller, psychological thriller, or if it's like some kind of, murder mystery type thing. So, yeah. Yes. I hear you reflect. Big swing and a miss for Ty France, 0-2 count. It feels like forever since I've done a Mariner game. Like, we've been doing so much football and I've been busting out all those reaction videos. And like I told y'all, I'm going to push myself to the limits. And I did 5 reaction videos and Monday Night Football yesterday, 5 reaction videos today, and this Mariner game. I shouldn't have a voice, but here I am. And we got two more NFL games to do because they blocked my Chargers Dolphins reaction video, which sometimes they do when the game is really fire. For whatever reason, sometimes once in a while they'll block a reaction video from streamers, which is kind of silly. So I probably won't be able to get that one uploaded. I might try again, but typically when they block it, they'll block it again. So, but 15 out of 16 reaction videos, that's probably more than anyone else, right? And I got 2 more to do: Broncos and Raiders, and then the Cardinals and the Commandos. And then the Mariners play at 1 with Luis Castillo against the Angels. And then I'm going to do maybe USC, Colorado, and Oregon, and maybe Washington for reaction videos for college from this last weekend, because I want to make sure I get those in as well. And we're grinding, man. We're getting closer to the 20,000 sub mark. Last time I checked, we're at 40 or 41 subs. That's a lot better than 200, right? Looks like we're at 42. So we have a fickle person that's going back and forth. But we did get it down to 40, and then now it's at 42. So, some people are going to come, some people are going to go, but 42 is a hell of a lot better than 200. And sometimes I'll gain 5 or 10 overnight. So as long as I keep grinding it out, I know we're going to get there. There we go. 2-0 Mariners. Hell yeah. France, single to left, all the way, almost to the warning track. There we go. What a great start. Nice job, Ty. Nice job, Ty. There we go, baby. Good shit. Good shit. All right, next up, left fielder Dylan Moore. 20K or bust. And I want to be able to get to 20K and then move forward, which I know we will. These reaction videos are going to bring us a shitload of subs. There are a lot of people that specifically look for NFL reaction videos and college football reaction videos. So, I have to work harder, than I've ever worked in my life. I'm going to have to put out as much content as possible, but I want to make sure it's quality as well, as long as I don't lose my voice. So I'm excited, and then once we get to 20, we won't go backwards ever again. Like I said, especially with, from now all the way to February with obviously football content, we're going to be good to go. Check swing, 2-0 count. Yeah, you got to make sure you preserve your mental health. Like I said, if you know that people are going to be talking shit about Pete and John and Gino and the team, I did the reaction video, Megan, for the Rams and Seahawks. So I got to really break down the tape, right? You guys weren't really that bad. Things kind of got away from you guys, in the second half. But the number one reason that you guys lost the game is that you guys gave Stafford too much time. You guys didn't get pressure on Stafford. You guys need to be able to have better play from the D tackles and the D ends. And if you actually had, better pressure there, I think that you guys would have been a lot closer or possibly would have won. So Dylan Moore, there we go. 3-0. Let's go. Let's go, baby. King Zoo. Safe, baby. Out at home. Oh. Wow. 3-0 Mariners. But we were trying to go for what, 4? Wow. What a throw there at home. No, we don't want him. You can keep him. We don't want him. Hey, he's a Hall of Famer, King. But, Shohei Ohtani? Yes. Mike Trout? No. Because he's going to want too much money and he's old. He is a Hall of Famer. But if he wants to join a team, it would be better for him to go to Dodgers or Braves or Yankees, wherever he wants to go. But I have no interest in Mike Trout. We already got Julio Rodriguez. We have no need. We have the younger version of Mike Trout now. Now, Mike is not terrible. He's still a decent player, but for his age, it's not going to be worth the money. It's not going to make any sense. So, how are you, King? He's like, not good. I'm down 3-0. I feel you, man. Well, you guys won last night, and we got to get a little bit of payback. Plus, the Mariners haven't been winning because I haven't been doing streams because I've been doing NFL content and college football content. So I figured, you know what? I'm going to do a stream today, and we're going to win, and that's what we're going to do. Let's go, baby. Let's go. There are a couple players on the Angels other than Mike Trout that I really, really like. And one of them is right here. Catcher Logan O'Hoppe. This is probably my favorite player. Obviously, it's like you got Shohei Ohtani. Mike Trout, obviously, if you could get him on a decent deal. Of course, he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. But this might be my third favorite player. I mean, there's a lot of guys that you guys had, but you guys did a fire sale and just got rid of everybody on the roster. Now it's a shell of itself. So the Logan will be up next. Batting second this inning in the top of the second baseman, Eduardo Escobar. And batting third, DHing for Los Angeles, Matt Thaiss. Let's go. And let me know what you want to do for photos. I'll get a couple more photos up for you, Sarah. And then Megan, let me know what you want as well. And I got you. Oh, happy. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, and we don't want anyone that gets hurt. It's like it's not worth it for us. We're trying to get to the World Series and the ALCS, and taking on a Mike Trout contract, even if the Angels covered half, it wouldn't be worth it for us. Like, what is Trout going to play? Right field, left field? He ain't playing center because that's Julio. So Otani's going to the Rangers. Oh, I hope not. I wouldn't want him to go there. But I would assume that, you know, if he wants to go to a contender and he doesn't really care about staying on the West Coast necessarily, but he wants to win, then probably the Dodgers are the best fit for him. Because like I said, you already got Mookie, you got Freddie, you got a great pitching staff. You throw Shohei Ohtani on there, you are going to get a World Series. But I think you can get a World Series in Seattle also. So it just depends if you want to go to a smaller market and be a king, right? Or if you want to just go to a team that already has a couple stars there, and then you're going to put them over the top. So, yeah, but we got no interest in Seattle for Mike Trout. Shohei Ohtani, yes, please. Come on, Brian. Let's go, baby. Let's go. 0-2 pitch. Little dribbler. Got him. Nice job, JP. You can always count on JP and his defense, baby. 3-0 Mariners. Electric start for the Mariners after that heartbreaking loss when Julio tied it in the 10th with a 2-run homer. That was incredible. That catch by that fan was even better because he had to reach down with the glove and he actually got it. That'll be a memory for him for the rest of his life. I'm a little jealous. Like if I was in the outfield and made a catch on a Julio home run ball like that, I would be just like, oh my God. I'd be staring at that ball and putting it in the case every day. Okay, I'll get some photos up for you. No worries. Pitch fouled back to Eduardo Escobar. 1-1 count. Mariners, baby, 3-0. I love it. Getting off to a fast start is always good. And 5 runs, 7 to 10 hits is the magic number for the Mariners every single game. Pitch is high and outside. 2-1 count. I did not see that. What happened? Was there? Do you have a link? Was it on Twitter or Instagram last night? I've been very, very busy doing reaction videos and obviously doing Monday Night Football that I didn't even see that. A kid got a signed ball and a game played bat saying 30-30. No way. You got to be shitting me. That would be awesome. If you have I'll have to look it up. Yeah, but I don't think Ohtani has interest on going to the Rangers. I think it's going to be more like the Dodgers. That would be more his style. The Rangers don't have a team good enough to win a World Series, in my opinion. They have a team that maybe could get there, but I don't think that they can stay healthy enough. And I don't trust their pitching staff or their hitters enough for them to be able to grab a guy like that. So I don't think it's going to happen. We'll find out who's right. But if I had to put money on it, I would assume that I would be right that he would go to the Dodgers before the Rangers. I think you'd go to the Mariners before you'd go to the Rangers too, honestly. So I know he has interest, with the Dodgers and the Mariners, for sure. We have a big Japanese following here. He's very tight with Ichiro. Obviously Griffey as well. Griffey is mentoring Julio, right? Ichiro, Ohtani, they have a connection as well. So Seattle kind of makes sense. But if you want to go for the championship, like guaranteed, you go to the Dodgers. If you go to the Mariners, it's going to be a challenge, but you could end up being a fucking legend, if you go to Seattle. I mean, it would change everything in the Pacific Northwest, literally upside down if Ohtani, ends up coming here. And we would turn into the Atlanta Braves of the American League if he does, especially with the pitching staff that we already have. You got to think he wants to win a championship. He just doesn't want to roam around and get paid. When he was a little kid, he had a piece of paper in Japan that he wrote his goals on when he wanted to win his first World Series, second World Series, when he wanted to get married. There we go, another K for Woo. So he doesn't want to fuck around with San Diego or Texas Rangers. He wants to go somewhere where, he knows he's going to win, and even going to the Yankees isn't guaranteed, even if you play with Aaron Judge or Giancarlo Stanton. So for me, I would say the Dodgers would be the number one choice. So, and I can picture him in a Dodger uniform and a Seattle uniform. So, but we'll see. We will see. Oh, wow. That's crazy. Let me get some more photos up. All right, we got some Wayno for Sarah. She mentioned that he's at win 199 for his career, which is pretty awesome. So one more win and he'll be at that magic 200 number, which is a really big accomplishment. Appreciate you, Sarah. Thank you for your tenor. I got one more for you. A little bit of the white jersey, and I got to hit you with the gray as well. Let's go. I appreciate you so much. All your hard work. It's just nice that we're finally able to get out of the mud. And like I told y'all, I knew that, doing the reaction videos and, obviously when the Mariners do better, that's going to draw some attention as well. But, I told y'all that reaction videos was going to get us over the hump. So Dave in the building. What's good? How are you? One away. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, nobody really knows. I mean, all of a sudden he could end up going to a team that we don't even know that's interested or has the money for it. You never really know. But again, with the Japanese kind of connection that we have, and obviously his heritage, and it's a really big thing for him, just like it was with Ichiro. So that's why we might not have as much money as some of these other teams like San Diego and Los Angeles for the Dodgers, but we have other things that he would really appreciate. Julio Rodriguez and Ichiro are two of them. So we'll see. We'll find out. But to me, at this point, I would say Dodgers 1, Seattle 2. At this point, that's where I would think where his mind is at. He looks good in the teal. So yeah, and you never know. It could be shocking. Like it could end up being on a team that we have no idea. You know, like even him going to the Yankees would be kind of shocking to me because I don't think they have good enough pitching or supporting cast. Like I said, if you saw when Aaron Judge went out, they couldn't even hit. Like Giancarlo Stanton and Aaron Judge, and then it's like you got Rizzo and some of these guys, but the Yankees have not been good this year. Like you had the 62 home run season by Judge last year, and you don't even hear anybody in baseball talking about Judge this year. You know, but they'll be back next year, but they need to figure out how to get some hitters. Oh, pitches inside, call a strike on Jose Caballero. Bottom of the second, 3-0 Mariners. Come on now. Come on, Jose. Sweet arm sleeve. And I'll get some photos for you, Reflect here, and for Reflect and for Megan here, just to show some love. Jose, big swing and a miss, struck him out. Nice punch out by Sandoval. Let's give him some love. I see you. All right, next up, JP Crawford. Come on, JP. Okay. Bottom of the second, 3-0 Mariners. JP, little dribbler. Wow. What an incredible throw right there. End of the second inning, 3-0 Seattle. All right, let me get some Ichiro up here for you, Phil. But the Megan, the Seattle tape that I watched, you guys really weren't that bad. The game kind of got away from you guys, but if you guys had any kind of pass rush, I think the game would have been a lot closer. It just that Stafford had all day, all night. I don't even know if you guys got a sack on him in that entire game. I'm actually going to look it up because I'm curious. Because like when I was watching the film, it didn't look like you guys got in there at all, and you have to get to Stafford. Let's take a quick look. Let me go to team stats. So you had two sacks. That was it. But they were just too spread out. And he just had way too much time out there. 180 total yards to 426. You guys will be fine. I already know you guys are going to still be in the playoffs. But that's what happens when you go against a genius like Sean McVay. He knows how to play call. And if you take him for granted, sometimes that shit happens. But you guys are still going to bounce back and finish second place in the NFC West. You guys can still hit 10 or 11 wins. I'm very confident of that. If I didn't think so, I wouldn't say it. And a lot of times, week one is kind of like fugazi and fake. Just because you lose week one doesn't mean the season's over. There's a lot of like crazy upsets that typically happen week one in the NFL season. Like go back and look at every year, week one. There's always one or two like what the hell matchups, and it just so happens that you had one of them, and then the Bengals had the other. Aqua Sox, Harry Ford, baby. Vancouver versus Everett. Harry Ford's batting average isn't good enough yet to get called up, but hopefully next year. One more Ichiro for you. I haven't seen this one. That was a new one. And we've seen that one. That one's just nice. The iconic, let me tug my shoulder, lift my jersey up. And that's why he was so good. It was all about repetition. Doing the same thing like a free throw shooter over and over and over again. Big swing and a miss on Grichuk. 1-2 count. Passing game wasn't too bad. There was a few running plays that I noticed in the reaction video with Kenneth Walker, the third. But again, just not enough pressure on the defensive side. The secondary was suspect, but I think really if you guys would have got some sacks, more pressures, got in Stafford's face a little bit more, the front seven just didn't do their job. And I think that if the defense would have played better, if you guys would have lost, it would have been like 30-27. Not like 30-13. Like you would have gotten more. And so that'll be something that Pete will focus on going into week 2. So 15 doll hairs. Let's get to a hundo. 85 to go. Yes. And he looks good in that teal. I mean, prove me wrong. That Ohtani didn't look good in that teal. He looked very like there's certain players that wear a jersey and it just looks weird. Like Michael Jordan when he was on like the Washington Wizards, that shit looked weird. Jerry Rice on Seattle looked weird. Even Jerry Rice on the Raiders looked weird, right? But Ohtani looked natural in that teal. Grichuk with that little blooper. Yeah, we do need to go on another run. I totally agree with Dave. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it was bad. You know what I mean? But it's just one game. And you guys are built for the long term and the long haul. But it also shows you like Jamal Adams being healthy, even though he gets hurt a lot. Having Tariq Woolen healthy, having everyone in the secondary healthy. And having Witherspoon available. Like you need to have that secondary healthy, and you need better D line. Bottom line, you need better D line, better pressure, and better secondary. And then those will be things that you guys will be drafting and getting in free agency the next 3 years. So it'll be a focus. Oh, Mitch is inside. Come on, Woo. Yeah, I watch Ichiro because I'm half Japanese, so I watch Ichiro in Japan. So I already knew, winning like 6-7 batting titles in Japan before he came over. I already knew there was a very good chance that he actually could make it and do big things. So when he ended up coming up as a rookie in 2001, I was not shocked that he ended up getting Rookie of the Year and going many games, 5 for 5, 4 for 6, 4 for 4, 4 for 5. I mean, I've never seen anyone do anything like that besides like Pete Rose and Tony Gwynn. So I was like, when you can bat like Tony Gwynn or Pete Rose, you're probably pretty good. And on top of that, being full Japanese, because normally Japanese players typically prior to that were just pitchers, like Hideo Nomo for like the Dodgers in '95. So now you're starting to see Japanese and Asian players be able to play multiple positions, not just pitcher, which is kind of cool. Astros getting beat down by the A's. Did they lose yesterday to the A's as well? I think they did, huh? And what's up with Manoah on the Blue Jays? How he was so good over the last couple years, and then they sent him down to AAA. He didn't even show up, and they was like, screw this. He was mad, and now he's not going to pitch the rest of the season. Got him. Nice job, Woo. 4 strikeouts for Woo. Woo. That's my boy, Brian Woo. Brian. Woo. Let's go, baby. 4 Ks for Woo. The goal is 10. Mariner Moose loves that. Let's go, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Much better than his last start. Tony Gwynn was the man. And that's why I feel blessed growing up, in the 80s and 90s. I literally got to experience the birth of the internet, the birth of video games, and I got to see the best wrestlers and athletes in baseball, basketball, football, and hockey that we may have ever see ever. Yeah, there's guys now that are amazing, Otani and Judge, and you get some of these guys that are out there. But to see Jordan and Bird and Magic and Griffey and going through all this Montana and Rice and Bo Jackson and Barry Sanders and Dion, there's just no comparing. There's legends that are playing now in major sports, but it ain't Wayne Gretzky. It ain't Mario Lemieux. It ain't Michael Jordan. It ain't Larry Bird. It ain't Magic. It ain't Ken Griffey Jr. I mean, like they're good, but if you had the same type of players playing now, a lot of these guys would be nothing. They talk about, oh, how great these guys are now. They wouldn't be as good as they are compared to some of the legends that came before them. Some of the greatest top 50 players of all time played in the 80s and 90s in all four major sports. I mean, shit, even go back and look at golf and tennis, right? Pete Sampras, Andre Agassi, right? I mean, Tiger Woods in his prime. I mean, come on. I mean, it's just crazy. Top of the third, 3-0 Mariners. Pitches outside, 3-2 count. Detlef, she says. He was more of a role player, but he was damn good. Gary Payton, Sean Kemp, the Rain Man, Detlef Schrempf, Irvin Johnson, but not Magic. He was the center that was kind of a little chubby. Xavier McDaniel, Dale Ellis popped up. But definitely the Detlef Schrempf, Sean Kemp, and Gary Payton, that was a vibe. Or even Detlef Schrempf on the Pacers, that was a vibe too. Yeah, Detlef is the man, and Detlef on from UW. So us here in the Pacific Northwest, anyone that comes out of high school from Oregon or Washington and then goes to college in Oregon or Washington, or from somewhere else and then come to college, and then they go pro, we love them. We're always going to support those guys. Damn it. We got runners on the corners now. It's cool on social media sometimes that people are accessible, like where you can actually talk to people, that normally you would have no business talking to whatsoever. You know what I mean? I'll throw up a Detlef Schrempf photo for us here in a second. Turner's drone show. That's cool. Friday, September 15th. That looks awesome. $85 to go. And please check out a lot of the reaction videos that I have done to support. Throw a like on there, share it if you feel to. But even just liking and commenting on the videos will help us out on those. And I don't blame you if you skip this week, Megan, because of the loss with the Rams. But for future Seahawk ones, please like, please comment, please share. It would help a lot, for everybody. But to have 200 subs, to be able to get to that number, and we're getting closer and closer now. Yeah, I wouldn't expect you to watch. You already know what happened, and you watched the game. I don't want you to be able to have a nightmare again. But it's just one game, and it's not going to define your season. There we go. All right, let's go to the bottom of the third. Due up for the Mariners. 0 for 1 with a run. Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. And maybe if we're really, really lucky, maybe we can end up getting a homer. He joined the 30-30 club. It's only his sophomore season. It is amazing. His batting average and his ribbies and home runs are exactly what they should be for a guy that won Rookie of the Year. Mariner Moose fucking digs it. Let's go. Batting second this inning, right fielder Teoscar Hernandez. Let's go, Teo. Teoscar is 1 for 1 with a run. And batting third, big dumper catcher Cal Raleigh. 0 for 1. And he'll be batting right-handed, and hopefully we can end up getting something with him. I have to get the photo of him batting right-handed since he's not batting left-handed, at least not yet. Let's go, baby. This is probably my favorite Detlef photo out of all the photos because it's UW. It's like where he started, you know. And it's black and white. And you guys know I'm an old school soul, so anything that's like old school like that, I mean, see if I can pull it up here. Bottom of the third, 3-0 Mariners. Says, "Oh dog, you got way too many photos. Sorry, sorry." Bottom of the third, 3-0 Seattle. Julio in the box. I mean, how can you not love that? Man, that is so dope. I mean, look how young he is with the hair and everything. Huskies. And I can't wait to do reaction videos of Caleb Williams, Michael Penix Jr., and I'll probably try to do the Duck one as well. Julio? Oh, all the way to the wall. Damn it. Social media has leveled the playing field for players. I'm not sure if you're going to be considered a real player. You're just going to be considered a popular player if you're on social media. You know what I mean? Really, what ultimately it comes down to is your performance, you know, on the field or on the court or wherever, whatever we're talking, you know. And then obviously it dictates on what you do off the field. You know, if you're a likable person, you know, if you're getting in trouble with the law or, you know, you're not a good person in general, you know, or you got some kind of attitude or whatnot. So, you know, I think it can make you popular on social media, but not a real player, popular player, in my opinion. So, yeah, I mean, I've been lucky enough to have a few interactions with players like Derek Brooks, um, Demario Davis, Ken Jong, obviously from The Hangover, you know, and Dr. Ken, you know. So you never know who you'll have interactions with, you know. Hopefully one day for me, like Stone Cold and The Rock would be cool. Kevin Nash, stuff like that. I mean, hell, Elliot got a photo with Kevin Nash and Jeff Hardy when he was a kid. I'm hella jealous. Big swing and a miss. 1-1 count. Come on, Cal. Let's go, baby. Bottom of the third, 3-0 Mariners. And they've been on a little bit of a losing streak, probably because I haven't been doing games because I've been doing NFL content and college football. So I had to come back. And, you know, I don't know how many games I'm going to end up doing as far as the season is concerned. Maybe 80 to 100 out of the 162. And that's a hell of a lot more than anyone else. That's for damn sure because I'm the only full time Mariners streamer that's out there. Pitch on the corner. Did not get the call. 3-1 count. Jerry in the building. What's good? Yeah. I don't know. For me, I don't get starstruck too much, but I mean, there would be a few people that would probably be a little starstruck if I big swing and a miss 3-2 count. Like if I ended up meeting Ken Griffey Jr. again now as like a grown man, that would be crazy. Michael Jordan, that would be a little crazy. But I mean, like I said, I like people that are real. So it's like Action Bronson. You know, he's like an entrepreneur, rapper. He's on Vice Channel and whatnot. Like, I would love to meet Action Bronson because he just seems like he might be like the realest motherfucker on planet Earth. Like, I like being able to associate with real people. I think meeting Dan Campbell would be cool too. Back, 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 all the way to the wall, and caught. Damn it. Jerry says Mahomes, Burrow, Herbert, Hurts, and Lawrence, and there's a name that's missing there. Oh, it's Josh Allen. Like I've been saying all these years, you know, like Josh Allen is considered top three by a majority of the media and fans, but there's a lot of times where if Josh Allen had a better O line, if Josh Allen had a top 10 running back, if Josh Allen had a better defense, yeah, and he could still hurdle and get 50 to 60 yards and throw for 5 touchdowns and no picks or one pick. But if we're talking about a guy that is turnover prone compared to some of those others, I would rather have a guy that protects the football instead of trying to thread the needle to Diggs with 3 guys on him. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Trout. Yeah, I've seen documentaries on Trout, and he seems very, very cool. I know he's an Eagles fan. I've read a lot about him, and I've seen a lot of the things that he does for kids and adults with like memorabilia and signing and whatnot, and talking to them and actually being friendly and whatnot. So that's one thing about Mike Trout that I've always loved. Being personable. Yeah, I mean, like I said, he's the modern day Mickey Mantle, modern day Hank Aaron, modern day Willie Mays. I mean, we haven't had too many of those, and then we just hope here in Seattle that when the torch is fully passed, Mike Trout to Julio, that Julio can carry that torch the same way that Mike Trout did. Big facts. So go to the top of the fourth. Take a quick look at Brian Wu's stat line since we're about halfway through the game. 3.1 innings pitched, 2 hits, no earned runs, no walks, 4 Ks. This is an incredible performance for Brian. Woo! All right, and let's take a quick look to see what Sandoval's doing. We don't want to be a hater. We want to make sure we're giving proper love because that's what we do here. All right, Patrick Sandoval, 3 innings pitched, 4 hits, no earned runs, no walks, 2 Ks, and then scores 3-0. So obviously not his best performance, but he's a 7-12 record, 4.31 ERA. So I mean, this is a game that we should win. Popped up by Ohapi. One away. Yeah, he seems like a class act guy, and obviously Otani and him are boys, and they've gained a really good friendship, which is very cool to see. Yeah, I heard that he's terrible with the media and the reporters and whatnot. Like you said, are you going to talk to the media? And then he has some like fucked up response like 3 days in a row. I don't need to talk to you guys. Elbow, and then he's like walks away. I'm like, golly, like that. Yeah, but I've read a bunch about him. About like just like media being nice, just trying to get answers about like an injury or something, and he just blows them off, and not only blows them off, but says some kind of rude comment to them on top of that. Miguel in the building. What's good? Yeah, but that's one thing about me. Like I said, I have my teams and I have my players, but I'm not biased. I appreciate greatness wherever it's at. It's like you can have a rivalry, fine. But like I said, I'm going to appreciate the Hall of Fame players, the great players, the role players. And the one question I always ask myself in baseball, basketball, football, and hockey, or even NASCAR or wrestling, like, would I like that guy on my team? But not necessarily on the wrestling side because there's no teams, but you know what I mean. Like, if could I see that guy on my team? Would I like him? And if the answer is yes, then why am I hating on him? Uh-oh, error. Did you get him? Got him. There we go. Jose Caballero almost with the error there. Yeah, and like I said, I try to be up on all 30 teams in Major League Baseball, and sometimes I'll deep dive and I'll go to the beat writers or I'll go to the team website or I'll go on the Twitter or I'm always looking for information. But I've heard from a lot of people and also things that I've seen in interviews and also from the beat writers as well. So I like to dig deep. I like to be able to keep in touch with kind of have my finger on the pulse with everything, even if it's not Seattle Mariner related. So we're talking about Rendon, like how terrible of a person he is to the fans, to the media, to the beat writers. It's like it's one thing if you don't want to talk to the media, but when they're being nice and they're just asking a question like how's your elbow or how's your shin, and instead of just like pointing at the the spot and then having some fucked up comment or or being snarky, it's like day after day after day. He's supposed to talk to the media briefly, and he won't even do that. And it just seems like, not the nicest guy. So I don't know if he has mental health issues or he's going through like a breakup or he's going through something in his personal life. But it seems like he used to be like okay, and then whatever happened to him personally changed his attitude like a 360. So yeah. There's a lot of, I mean, even the Angel fans themselves are like, screw him. Then it's not a good thing. So they're to the bottom of the fourth. Uh, Third baseman Eugenio Suarez, 1-for-1 with a run and an RBI. Batting second, first baseman Ty France. And batting third, left fielder Dylan Moore. Let's go, baby. Yeah, Drew wasn't too bad. He's got a little bit of swagger. $5 holla. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Mariner support. Let's go, M's. $5 holla. Bang, bang, bang. Boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang. Appreciate you. Let me know what you want to see. If you got an old school Mariner player or two, let me know. Otherwise, I'll just throw up some random ones for you, like Harold Reynolds, Alvin Davis, Joey Cora. I got all of them on there. Dave Valley. I'll be able to throw up Tino Martinez, Jay Buhner, John Olerud. I mean, Chris Bossio. Your boy knows. Thank you so much, Reflect. We appreciate you. No worries. Don't worry about it, Megan. Don't get in your own head. Things are going to be fine. Remember, you can't get too excited for the victories and you can't get too low for the defeats. You have to stay even keel. You have to just, not be braggy and talk shit when you win because that's bad karma. And then you just can't get into like a depression mode and like life sucks and life is ending. Everything sucks. And, Seattle sucks. Everything sucks. Like you can't get to that point, And if you are going to get to that point, it only has to be for like a day. You can't let it drag on for multiple days or a week or more. So, it's football. And at the end of the day, it's a sport. Big swing and a miss, 3-2 count. Mankind. Yeah, baby. Oh, it's a toxicity over on the 12s. I told you. Like I said, you can bring a group together, but just because you're all fans of a team, that's why I don't participate in any Seattle Mariner fan pages, Buccaneers, Ducks, Blazers. I refuse. And I tried last year for the very first time in years to do a Tampa Bay and Oregon Ducks. I was like, it can't be that bad. Oh my God. It literally took me like a week. I'm like, nope, I'm not dealing with these crazy ass motherfuckers because like some of them are smart and some of them are well-rounded and they're open-minded. And then some are just dumb as hell and they're very negative. They don't watch the sports. They don't understand what's going on. And it's just negative, negative, negative. And I don't want to be around that, It's unnecessary when you're supposed to come together as a unit. You're supposed to be together, 12s, right? And then it ends up being a place where you don't want to be. That's not what, that's why you have to be able to control the people that are in the room. I do it. No one else does it, little bloop up the middle. And that's a problem about YouTubers and Twitch streamers. They're so greedy, wanting subs, views, donos, all that, the growth that they will put up with negative people so that their numbers get bigger, and then they just make their mods do all the work. That's bullshit. I want my mods to talk to me, to talk to people in the room, right, and do minimal work and enjoy our company. That's what it's supposed to be about, not a second job that most of those mods aren't getting paid or even taken care of. They're doing all this work, blocking this person, timing out this person, where you can't even enjoy yourself in the room. That's not what being a mod is about, at least not for me and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. I want you to be able to enjoy yourselves, and sometimes you got to be able to, give the Hollywood Hogan boot. I would have been over 20,000, years ago, with all these people that, I've already hit it twice. But again, sometimes you got to block, 50 negative people or 100 negative people. Because can you imagine if I'm sitting at 20,300 and it's just negative in here? I wouldn't enjoy that, and I would lose some of the really special people in my life that are a part of this channel, and that is not worth it. If you're special to me, that is worth kicking out 50 people that aren't worth it to me. So, that's just a thing that you're going to have to deal with. You'll have to make that decision. What's going to be good for your mental health? Because most hosts of YouTube channels, they don't care about what the mods feel. They don't care about other people feel. It's just about I need subs, I need views, I need donos, I need growth. And that's just the truth. But not me. I ain't dealing with that. My peace of mind for me and the mods and the people in this room is my number one priority. Growth is great. Donos are great. Subs are great. But the peace of mind to be able to hang out with each other with no bullshit, that's worth more than any dollar amount that I could ever get. Period. And if you've been to a place that's toxic, you'll understand. Nice, Dylan. There we go. There you go. Sometimes you just got to put shit in perspective. And I'm always going to keep it 100 too. Yep. And a lot of them aren't that bright. Just like every fan base, they think they know football. They think they know the ins and outs, but this is a business and there's strategy involved. There's some people are looking at it in checkers. Other people are looking at it in chess. But like I said, a lot of people are stupid. Just because you watch or you buy the jersey doesn't mean that you know everything that's going on in the organization or you're the smartest person on planet Earth. I bought the T-shirt. Oh, I bought the toothbrush. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like you have to read, you have to watch film. But even people that read and watch film don't understand. Sometimes it helps if you played the sport, so that way you have a better idea. But still, there's people that have played the sport, football, even at the collegiate level, that don't understand fully. So, there's just a lot of football fans that think they know, but they really don't. There we go. And like I said, go back and look at week 1 in the last 5 to 10 years. We always have 1 or 2 crazy upsets, and that doesn't define their seasons. And like I said, this year it was Seattle and the fucking Cincinnati Bengals that, got slapped in the mouth, but they both will recover, we hope, that will make the playoffs. So. Yeah, and those aren't the people that I would want to be around because they don't understand football. But also, too, you have to look at it on the flip side. The reason that you get so upset because you're obsessed with Pete and Schneider. You're obsessed with those guys. And so when anyone says anything negative, even if it's true, you take it personal, right? And so that's something that you have to control, too, not to get so obsessed, about some of the comments where if something is said about Pete and it's legit true, you can't get upset. But you do because you love him so much. You just can't give someone a free pass because you love them. If there is some things that need to be called out, that's okay. To call someone out on something doesn't mean that, I hate this guy forever, type of thing too. So, fair, foul. Bad idea to get in between the Beavers and the Ducks. Yeah. I mean, I root for the Beavers. I watch every game they play. And when we're playing Oregon, my team, I want to win. But if they're playing anyone else, I'm rooting for them to do great. But when you have 2 good schools in a state, it's better for the state overall. So. Of the 4th bases loaded, and we are one of the best bases loaded teams in the country, us and the Dodgers. But there goes Jose. Paul in the building. What's good? Well, I would say not maybe the worst streams ever. Video game streams where people are playing video games, they're just as bad as sports streams. You get a bunch of fucking assholes in those fucking streams too, and trolls as well. So. Someone actually said that if you can't donate 100 now, then you're not a Seahawks fan. To like what their fans in the room. Wow. Oh, baby. 6-0 Mariners. Crawford doubled the center. France scored. Haggerty scored. Moore scored. Let's go. 6-0 M's. Is that good? Let's go, baby. Manuel Guevara in the building. No relation to Sammy in AEW. How are you, Mr. Guevara? JP, baby. Let me see it. Oh, over his head. 1 run scores, 2 runs score, 3 runs score. Let's go. Yes, sir. The heart and soul of the Mariners, J.P. Crawford. The electricity is real. Let's go. Chat Sports Seahawks. Guy sounds like a douchebag. You know what I mean? Like I said, but again, it all depends on the minions and the trolls that are in that room. And again, some people, are going to donate to someone even when they don't give a shit about you. Like especially when you get these bigger YouTubers, people want to be seen, right? And the chat is going so fast. The only way you can get seen is if you donate $5 to $100, right? And then they may read off your message, but that doesn't mean that they give a shit about you. You're just fucking fan 1, 2, 3 ABC. So that's why I'm more accessible. And even when I get bigger, I still will have relationships with the fans. So there we go. Another one. 7-0 Mariners. Rodriguez single to center. Crawford scored. Let's go. Yeah. They get drunk and beg for money. Yeah, I've seen some of those chat sports ones when they do that. They have like there you go, Julio. They have a little thing. Oh, I'll do a shot, $5. Oh, I'll shotgun a beer, $10, or some bullshit like that. I don't know. It seems like kind of a bunch of losers, dude, that do that kind of shit. You know. But again, I guess if people buy into that and they want to do that, then that's up to them. They're not Seahawks fans. They're all from Dallas, and they're just a group that covers the NFL teams. Oh, okay. Yeah. Sounds like they're just money hungry, just like a lot of streamers are. But honestly, I did this shit for free for so long. And if you have real dreams, you will do things for free. And then obviously, if you're not willing to do things for free, obviously early on, then it's not really a dream. But obviously, once you get established, you don't want to work for free at that point because your time is worth something. It's like when I grind and bust my ass. I mean, I don't want to fucking be at a zero, especially when it takes me an hour, hour and a half to make a fucking thumbnail, and then I'm doing 5, 6 reaction videos during the day, and I don't necessarily get paid for those. So it's like you just want to be able to be compensated fairly for the hard work that you do. But every day is a different day to be able to, gain a new sub, a new viewer, to possibly get a donation. But the relationships that you build on the channel should be more important than any dollar amount that you get. At least that is for me. So I mean, of course, I know we're going to get to a point where we're going to make a lot more money and we're going to have a lot more subs and a lot more views. But I want to be able to build relationships. And that's really the most important thing to me. Those bonds that you can build with those special 10 to 20 people that are really important, the mods and the regulars, that shit is really special to me. So what's going on with the with both of them, with Charles Cross and Abraham Lucas? Foul back. Who's got the turf toe and what's the other injury? Cross has turf toe. That's terrible. Turf toe takes a while to recover from, and if you come back too early, it'll sideline you again. So it's like you have to make sure that that gets, it's like, you ever have like a nail that goes like from your toe or in your finger and it goes and it drives into the skin? That shit fucking hurts. Like, and imagine trying to like play football on that as well. So 'You ain't a Seahawks fan for not wow, like, why would you even be a part of that room if they were gonna be such an asshole and say something like that? That is crazy. What a terrible group of people. Muscle injury. That's gonna be tough because the offensive line was kinda shaky against the Rams, but maybe that's why, because they got hurt. What quarter did both of those players get hurt? Because I did the reaction video, but I didn't get a chance to, like, look closely at the offensive line to see who was in and who wasn't. 7-0 Mariners. I saw the Jason Peters. Little chopper. Mustakas. Got him. Well, we got a 7-0 lead. I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to win, but it's a hell of a good start. All right, let's go throw some photos up here for Reflect. Looking at Randy Johnson, the big unit, and Ken Griffey Jr. and all the. I mean, it never gets old. Kind of makes me wonder, like, what if Randy Johnson was playing today? How awesome that would be for this Mariner squad. I'll throw up a couple beats for you, Megan. I know things have been tough, but that's what you do. You care about people, you make an effort, you know? I'm going to hit you with the logo. Appreciate you. Don't let those haters in that room bring you down. You always have a safe spot here no matter what. Nice. Sit down. Brian Wu, let's go. Brian Wu with some electricity tonight. Nice job, Brian. Woo! Let's go. Let me see how many Ks he's at. What are you at K wise? 5 Ks, not bad. No walks. That's the most impressive part. Third quarter. Oh man, you were a part of the chat sport one? That sounds terrible. 27th ranked O line last year, even with Abraham Lucas and Charles Cross beasting. It shows you need continuity and chemistry there. Wow. Ray in the building. What's good? Top of the fifth, 7-0 Mariners. Wu pitches low, 2-2 count. Yes, he is. I mean, I had a goal of 8 to 10 Ks, and I know that's kind of aggressive, but you want to shoot for the stars, with a guy that's our number 5. Oh, shit. It got behind him. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Grichuk, stand up double. Nice job. See, and that's the thing too, like I said, if you're in a room like that with the 12s, regardless if there's 100 people in the room or 800 in the room, I don't give a shit. There could be 5 people in the room. If people are going to be that way, and then the host is not going to do anything about it, then he obviously doesn't care, about the mods or people, because if he did, like me, then you don't put up with that shit. That shit is not okay, you know. It's got to be more than just about you, as a host. It has to be about the people that are supporting you. The people that are important to the channel, the people that are donating, the people that are sharing, the people that are liking your stuff, the people that really have your back, you know. But I think that's why we will end up getting more and more people that want to be able to preserve their mental health, you know. And it's just unfortunate when channels get bigger that people, seem to forget that mental health is important, and having a good, safe spot to be able to talk about sports and wrestling or life, in a good, space. It's very rare nowadays. Like I honestly feel that you don't see very many places like this here with the NWSF and other locations on YouTube or Twitch. So big swing and a miss. Got him. Woo with another K. Let's go. Good job, Brian. 6 Ks for Brian, 4.2 innings pitched, 3 hits, no earned runs, no walks. That's the most impressive part. 6 Ks. Let's go. I might have to throw up the Brian Wu college photo. All right, hold up. I'm doing it. Jordan Adams in the box, top of the fifth, 7-0 Mariners. I told my buddy Justin we were going to win this game no matter what. I was like, we're going to win this. I haven't done a Mariner game in a minute. I was like, I'm telling you, we're going to win. He was a little sus, I was like, don't be sus. Don't worry. It's not going to be a suspect game. We got this. I know Brian Wu sometimes pitches, sometimes good, sometimes bad, but look at that. Let's go. Let's go. Wu in the building. Let's give Jordan Adams a little love. 0-2 pitch, top foul. Well, I mean, when he first came in, his ERA was 1 billion, and then he had to go from 1 billion to like 15 to 15 to 10, 10 to 5, and then he had a few games where he went from 4Ks to 6Ks to 8Ks to 10Ks, but he normally doesn't get run support, and so for him to be able to get the run support and to be able to pitch well, it's nice to see. He's got a 2-4 record, so I mean, he's definitely replaceable, but he's a guy that was like a sixth or seventh rounder, so there was no expectations when he ended up, filling the role, filling that spot in that 5 hole for, our boy Marco Gonzalez. So, but he's got good stuff. I think a lot of Mariner fans don't want to let him go. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got George Kirby, Bryce Miller, Luis Castillo, Logan Gilbert, and then you got Brian Wu, and then also Emerson Hancock, but he got hurt. That was a first rounder. And then you'll have Robbie Ray and Marco Gonzalez possibly. So I mean, we got a very, very good pitching staff. So got one of my buddies that I haven't talked to in ages. I haven't talked to him in like maybe a year. He just messaged me on Facebook Messenger. It's always nice when you have people that are thinking about you or wondering what you're up to or what's going on. It's always good. You know what also is good? When you're up 7-0 against the Angels, baby. But I'll do more reaction videos tomorrow, and it'll be a grind. But we're gonna keep grinding it out. And once the reaction videos are there, they'll steadily grow and grow and grow because you never know when people are going to look it up. Of course, if you put out the video as soon as the game ends and the NFL releases the actual highlight package, you're going to get the most views when you do it then because there's people wanting to look at the reaction video immediately. But obviously, people that grind it out, sometimes you got to wait until Sunday or Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on the team. But we're getting good results, and I'm going to continue to try to do 12 to 16 reaction videos on the NFL side every week on top of college football. So it's going to be the hardest I've ever worked on this channel. But no, I haven't done any college yet because I've been focusing on the NFL. I got to be able to get those out first and then do the college ones after. Plus 16 fucking reaction videos in a matter of a couple days is a lot. Like I literally have been sitting in this room since like 8, 9 in the morning. It's already 8 p.m. So I don't think people realize like how long it takes to do a reaction video. You got to do the video, you got to wait for it to upload, and then you got to wait, 20 minutes after, so then the HD version gets uploaded. Because if you just hit, like upload video, then it'll be standard definition and it'll look like shit. So then you have to wait an additional like 20 minutes for the HD to kick in. So then when you post it, it'll be in the best form that it can be. So like sometimes the reaction video, the whole process, one might take 40 minutes to an hour. So, and then you got to be able to have the energy to do it. So, and I've done 5 reaction videos yesterday, and then Monday Night Football, 5 reaction videos today, and then Mariner game. I don't think many people could do that because a lot of the people, they just do a reaction video. They're not doing a fucking game after. So, yeah, but I'll do the USC one tomorrow. I'll try to do Michael Penix Jr., Caleb Williams, Shedeur Sanders, and maybe I'll even throw a Bo Nix one in there as well. I mean, if I have to grind if I want to get to 20K, Because obviously the tube is not really helping me with the algorithm the last few years. But since the old girlfriend and me broke up, I don't have limitations on when I can record. So now I have to work even harder than I ever have, and we're starting to get some traction, which is good. Gino popped up. Back, 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 back. Gone. Let's go. Yeah, baby. 20 home runs for Gino. 8-0 Mariners. Nice job. We are electric tonight. Jimmy Johnson, Barry Switzer, and Pete Carroll. I would say that's pretty damn good. And then we've also had a coach that's been very, very good on both ends, but just hasn't got there. And Jim Harbaugh, right? Obviously with the Niners and with Michigan, very, very, very good. But there's a difference between Jimmy Johnson and Pete Carroll, and then the others, even Barry Switzer. Yeah, Texas and Vince Young, and obviously going for that pass instead of handing it off to Marshawn Lynch. 100%. Yep. Yep. Usually, when you end up having it's like a protector. It's usually like an elbow protector, a pad. Sometimes, it'll, just if you get hit by a ball, then that way it absorbs that pain and whatnot. And sometimes they'll wear, something just for style. But usually, it's a combination of style and protection. But most of the time, protection. It's like sometimes when they have wrestlers when they wear the athletic tape on their arms or their back. It's obviously for muscle strength. Yeah, well, not every NFL fan is smart, so yeah, and he's garbage, right? It shows you how smart they think they are. They think they're all fucking geniuses and shit. And the thing is, a lot of these people, they don't read, they don't watch film. They listen to one person on fucking ESPN, like Stephen A. or Skip Bayless, and they're like, he said it, so it must be true. Think about how dumb you have to be if you're just watching TV or watching someone, and then you're going to take their opinion and then make it yours. But unfortunately, a lot of the population is that way. You got to be able to make your own mind. But a lot of people are sheep. They're not leaders. They just be able to find the easy way out. Oh, I read this article, so I'm going to copy it. Oh, I saw this guy say it, so it must be true. Just because you read it on the internet doesn't mean it's true. And like I said, when we see shit on the timeline, we assume it's true, but a lot of fake news is on there. There's a lot of fake news on the news, and we're not even talking about Fox News, but just like news in general, sometimes it's not real, it's fake, depending on the network and whatnot, and whatever propaganda they want to spit at you. Like, there's no reason to hate the Cowboys and Patriots as much as everyone does globally, but they shove that shit down your throat, and then, even now, where you don't even have Brady and Gronk there anymore, and you still have these people that have this dying passion and hate for the Patriots. Like, why? Because the media told you 20 years ago? You know? End of the fifth inning. Yeah. I'm going to go check up on Paisley and use the restroom here real quick. 8-0 Mariners. Oh, we still have one more batter. Never mind. $20. Let's get to a hundo. 80 to go. Well, I mean, think about how many sport channels that are out there too that that are on YouTube. You know that are incredibly biased. Like 90% of them, or if not higher. Like that's just how people are. People are just incredibly biased for their favorite teams and favorite players, and they're not willing to listen. Some people have empathy and sympathy, and a lot of motherfucking people on planet Earth don't. They're selfish. They only see it from their point of view. My point of view is the right point of view. That's what most people think. But then when you get someone that actually has sympathy, empathy, and tries to, look at other people's situations and pretend to be in their shoes, then you can get better understanding. And that's what we get here. Because like I said, if I wasn't doing this, or if I wasn't beat making or, doing video games, I probably would have been a therapist or a psychologist or big brother, mentor, teacher, something of that nature. So, because helping people is always what I wanted to do. So, but it shows you, just because someone's a Seahawks fan doesn't mean that they're a good person. There's a lot of dumbasses that are in that group, apparently. But there's a lot of dumbasses in every group. One-two pitch. Got him. All right, we're going to the top of the sixth. All right, I'm going to go check up on Paisley here real quick. Use the restroom. I'll be back in a couple. All right, give me 1 second. All right, I'm back. Just wanted to check up on the pup. Is that good? 97-19. Is that a good record? Could you imagine if he never went to Seattle? Like he just stayed there. Like what accomplishments could have been had? Like obviously it's awesome that he came to Seattle because obviously if he didn't, then the Seahawks don't have a Super Bowl, right? More than likely, unless you have someone of that caliber. But it's pretty amazing to think how good some of these guys are, like with Jimmy and with Switzer and with Pete. Yeah, but again, Megan, like I said, a majority of the stuff that gets you triggered is because you have this unconditional love for him. So anything that is said about him, negative that's true, negative that's not true, it doesn't matter. You lose it. It's just being like overly passionate for someone. You know, so you definitely will get triggered that way. Where it's fair criticism or when it's not fair. So if you realize that, and you can get away from that particular environment, then that might be better for your mental health. Damn, Brian Wu again. Yeah, I mean, shit, if he never left, USC could have been maybe like Alabama or Georgia now, you know, like the powerhouse on the West Coast. Nice job, Brian. 8 Ks. Career high is 9 Ks. Let's go. Well, the only thing that I would say to that is that if someone has something that's fair and true, but you're taking it as negative and you're getting triggered, then that's going to affect your. Like if someone says something that is absolutely true and it's a fair criticism of Pete Carroll, and then you get super mad about it, then that's you, taking something that you shouldn't get mad about and getting mad about it. You know what I mean? Got to be able to control the emotions. Nice foul ball that kid just got. You know what I mean? Like if someone's saying something that's just blatantly just rude or not true, but if you have unconditional love for someone, even when they have faults or when they fuck up, and you act like they didn't do anything wrong, that's kind of a problem. You know what I mean? It's like I get it, like you love this person, but you don't want to show unconditional love when they're also making mistakes, and then someone says something, and then you get triggered. You see what I mean? Like not everyone's perfect. But it'll be better for your mental health to not play into those games. But if someone does say something that's true, it takes time not to get worked up about it. But you know, you have to be able to handle the criticism if it is true. You know, yeah. Brian Wu doing Wu things. Is he going to keep him in? All right, Wu's coming out. Great job, Wu. Nice job, Brian. 8-0 Mariners. Seven days of rest, and that's what he needed, to get on. So we'll definitely appreciate this one. We'll soak this one in, especially when we've been struggling. Absolutely. I need to go get one of my Snapples. Yeah. And then what about Robbie Ray and Marco Gonzalez? What's going to be happening? Well, Robbie's on the team. What about Marco? What's his contract situation look like? Is he not going to be on the team next year? I haven't looked into his contract or to see what the details are. Maybe reflect or look into that. I need to go grab a Snapple real quick. I'll be right back. Give me 1 sec. All right, got my Snapple apple for this last stretch. Another year. Oh, really? Okay. Paisley's in here. The daddy. The game's not over yet, though, honey. Top of the sixth. I mean, it's over, but who do we have in here? Luzardo. Yeah, true. I mean, at this point, they would rather go younger with like Wu and whatnot, and Emerson Hancock than have a Marco Gonzalez. I mean, he's already kind of, unless he's trying to like Jamie Moyer it and just be here until forever and just, be like the backup, like ninth guy in the rotation or whatever. Unless they move him as a mid reliever, or a closer type guy. But I don't know if Marco could do that. What do you think? Reflect. Do you think Marco could be a mid reliever like a Brash, or that would be something that he wouldn't be able to do? Gino, there we go. What a throw by Gino. Gino with the great defense, as usual. I mean, the only way I could really see him getting a spot is if they move him to mid relief. Like you have Brash and Copa, and maybe you try to put him in there somewhere between the sixth or the seventh or the eighth, something like that. But I mean, being a starting pitcher is over now, unless he wants to go to another team. Oh, she's literally on the floor, just like looking at me. She's got the sweetest, most caring eyes I've ever seen out of a pet. She's not even a pet. She's my daughter. All right, I need to give her some kisses and hugs here. Hold on. All right, Megan, that sounds fine. Don't let the haters get to you. And if you ever need someone to uplift your spirits, you got a lot of people in this room that got your back no matter what. No judgment, just love. So, all right, you two have a good one. I'll be back at it. Obviously, it's more reaction videos tomorrow morning on the NFL side. Mariners play at 1, so I'll be recording then. Then I'll be doing reaction videos in the evening, and we won't have a live stream in the evening since I'll be doing the Mariner game at 1 to 4. But there'll be reaction videos all through there, and I will do USC and Michael Penix Jr. for the two of you tomorrow. So I'll take care of you two also. All right, bottom of the sixth. Love you guys, and I appreciate you. No problem. You take care. You too. Oh, broken bat. Got him. 8-0, baby. I love it. And I love it that Wu actually played great. You know, like I said, we got the run support. But again, also too, no Mike Trout, no Shohei Ohtani, and I would have loved to have been able to see them out there. But the Angels were pretty much with a fire sale. They were getting rid of everyone. Popped up. Oh, he dropped it. Yes. Shawwell misread it. Yes. Let's go, baby. 41 subs to 20,000. This is the closest that we've been in a minute, so it feels good. It's nice. And it looks like we've gotten a couple over 2,000, couple over 1,000 as well. So that's a good sign, which I knew that we would. It's not like I don't know how to call fucking a highlight package. I mean, I've been doing it my fucking, I don't know for how long. I won't say I've been doing it my whole life, but I've been doing it for a fucking long time. So, all right, bottom of the sixth, 8-0 Mariners. Jose Caballero, 0 for 2, 2-2 count from Diaz. Little chopper. Running out, Jose. Safe. Out. Damn. All right, come on, JP. Come on, baby. Let's go, JP. Bottom of the sixth, 8-0 Mariners. Pitches outside. 1-1 count. Playoffs are going to be so fucking exciting for baseball this year. Even though Atlanta looks like they're the king of the North, but you never know. Chopper to first, and that is the end of the sixth inning. All right, baby. Oh, it's all good. I'm going to keep grinding it out. No worries. Get some rest. And then, like I said, we'll grind it out. And like I said, I'll do reaction videos. I'm going to do the Mariner game at 1, and then you'll have the evening off, and then we'll go from there. No worries. Wow, contrary to popular belief, Mariners are actually tied for most bases loaded RBIs, 137 in the AL with Houston. The Mariners' rankings with bases loaded entering tonight: 52 hits, number 1 in Major League Baseball. 12 doubles, that's number 2. 3 triples, tied for first. 141 runs, that's third. 329 average, third. OBP, a 363, second. Slugging, 569, eighth. OPS, 882, sixth. And then with Woba, fifth, 366. That's impressive. Let's go. Top of the 7th, 8-0 Mariners. Escobar in the box, popped up a mile. Get it, Cal. Get it, Cal. Yes. Let's go. Good job, Cal. One away. Let's go. All right, Matt Theis in the box. Little chopper. There we go. 2 away. Might as well run it yourself. There we go. This game will be over here in just a few minutes, it looks like. I mean, we're in the top of the 7th, but the way the innings have gone, I imagine the Angels are just ready to get out of there. And it doesn't seem like they have anything, momentum-wise. So we'll take it. 41 subs to go to 20,000. Let's go, baby. It's right down the middle for a strike. Chuck in the box, 1 for 2 with a double in the 5th. Oh, 1 pitch. Pitch is low. 1-1 count. I'm almost done. I got a little bit longer to go, okay? I'm almost done. Lay down. Let's go lay down for another a little bit. Go lay down on the couch. Go lay down on the couch. We'll go walking a little bit, okay? I love you. I love you. I know, honey. What's going on? All right, bottom of the seventh, 8-0 Mariners. My pup is wanting to be able to spend quality time, but not yet. Julio, there we go. Let's go. Nice job, Julio. Can't leave it high in that strike zone. Julio will take care of you. 6 for 9 this series for J-Rod. Let's go, baby. Both teams have scored a cover total points. No. I mean, unless it's a specific bet that says so. Next up, Teoscar Hernandez. Let's go, Teo. One for 3 with a single in the first in a run. Runner at first. 8-0 lead for Seattle. Love it. 7.5. You should have already won then. If it was 7.5 total, if we're at 8, then you won. I mean, unless it's like a specific bet that says otherwise, because there's always like individual bets, point spread, straight up, and then there's also like side betting, that prop bets and whatnot. So you have to look at your fine print on your bet, I guess. Swing and a miss, got him. One away. Next up, big dumper, Cal Raleigh. Let's go, Cal. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Cal. Pitch is high, good eye, 1-1 count, 0 for 3 with a ground out in the fifth. 235 average, 28 homers, and 68 ribbies. He just broke the Mariner record for most home runs out of a catcher last season, and then he broke his own record this year in 2023. Really happy that we have Kirby, Cal, and Julio in that trifecta. Popped up, 2 away. Next up, third baseman Eugenio Suarez, who went yard earlier tonight. Yeah, so you won. It should already tell you that. I don't know if you bet on DraftKings or what you bet on, but it should already say that. So you should be good. It's not like the Mariners are going to go backwards and we're going to lose a run. Pitch is inside. 1-0 count. On the corner for a strike, 1-1 count. Little chopper towards third, foul. 2 for 3 with a solo home run, a single, and a little bit more. 234 average, 20 homers, and 87 ribbies. I wish he would have got his 20th homer months ago, but it is what it is. But after losing that heartbreaking game when Julio tied it in extras 5-5 and dropped that game last night, that one hurt a little bit. But coming back the next day with an 8-0 win feels really good. I mean, considering we've been on a slide here for a little bit and, the Astros kind of took over. So I'm going to look at the standings right now. So we're down 2 games to Texas and Houston. So 79 and 65. We win this. We go to 80 and 65. Texas is 80 and 64. Houston's 82 and 64. We have a hard month this month. You know, we got the Dodgers, Rangers, Astros, Rangers at the end. So it's not going to be easy for the Mariners. But we should be in the playoffs, though. So 2-2 pitch. Pitch is inside. 3-2 count. Count is full. Let's go, Gino. Come on, baby. Three-two pitch. Walked him. There we go. Oh, Mike Ford's in the game. Nice. Let's go, Mike. Bottom of the seventh, 8-0 Mariners. Runners at first and second, 2 away. Let's go, Mike. .227 average, 16 homers, and 33 ribbies for Mike Ford. It's getting home run number 17, big dog. What sounds better than 8-0? 11-0. But we don't need to get greedy. Big swing and a miss, 0-2 count. Yeah, hopefully Mike can get to 20 before the season is over. I think he's got a very, very good chance. 0-2 pitch. Got him. Now they're making a lot of adjustments. I don't know. I got to wait for them to come back from the commercial break, but we will see. But I assume this is how it's going to stay. All right. Next up in the top of the eighth, 1 for 2 with a K, center fielder Brett Phillips. Let me take a quick look to see if they've made any adjustments since then. All right. Looks like we're good. I'm trying to look to see what they did with Jordan Adams. All right. So I guess at that point, if they, I mean, they may make changes, we'll have to see. But as far as it is right now, 2 for 3, first baseman Nolan Chanel, and then batting third, shortstop Zach Neto. But I have a feeling that they may be making some changes. We'll see. Usually, when it gets late in games, you usually have a few, pinch runners, pinch hitters, and whatnot. But based on what I can see, until we come back from the commercial break. Let's go, baby. And it's strong. Top of the eighth, 8-0 Mariners. Brett Phillips in the box. Rosado on the mound. Let's go Bazardo. 16 pitches. Let's go. 1 for 2 with a single in the third for Phillips. Pitch high and in the zone. 1-2 count. Let's go. Finish strong. We're doing the wave in the 8th, so things are good. Beer is a-flowing. Got him! There we go. 1 away. Luis Castillo tomorrow, so I'll be doing reaction videos for the rest of the NFL games that I have to do, which is 2. Raiders and Broncos and the Commanders versus the Cardinals. Then I'll do maybe USC for Caleb Williams, Michael Penix Jr. for UW. Maybe I'll do Bo Nix for Oregon, for their matchups for this past weekend. And then we'll be doing the Mariner game at 1 with Luis Castillo. So it's going to be a full day. Jordan Adams popped up. 2 away. There we go. Not today, Jordan. Not today, Brett. And batting third, first baseman, Nolan Chanel. Got to get him out, too. Pitch is low, 1-0 count in the top of the 8th. Just a few more minutes until this game gets wrapped up. Get him, Bizzardo. Go berserk. Little chopper foul, 1-1 count. Well, if it's over 7.5, you already won. So, I mean, if the Angels score, then the total points would be 9. If they score 2 runs, then it'd be 10. So, as long as you get 8 points or more, or 8 runs or more, then you won the bet. So you're good. So even if the Angels don't score any more, right, and we don't score any more, then you won. Because if it's 7.5 total and it's 8, then you won the bet. Now, if we would have gotten 7 total, like let's say we're up 7-0, then you would have lost the bet. Does that make sense? Unless it's like I said, if that's what the bet is, unless there's no other fine print or whatever, then you should be good. 3-2 pitch. Got him. I got you, bro. Anytime. We have a lot of people that come here for DraftKings and a lot of betting because, I do cover all the sports and I do about 4 to 6 hours of reading and watching film every day. So I usually have a pretty good pulse with betting. I mean, obviously, it's going to be tough to be able to predict winners all the time, but I usually have a pretty good track record with things like that. So, and I cover everything. I mean, I do NFL, I do college football, MLB, NBA, college hoops, hockey, NHL, NASCAR. I do AEW and WWE, which isn't really for betting, but there's not really anything that I don't cover. So. Yeah. So if you're doing other betting down the road, depending on what it is, I can always help. If I can help people, win some money, why not, right? Plus, it's always good to have another set of eyes and ears on whatever's going on, so that way you feel a little bit more comfortable with things if you're not too sure. So nobody likes to be able to bet and throw money away, especially if you don't have a lot of extra money to be doing that and you're trying to win big. So, like if you bet $40, you lose it, you might be screwed. If you don't have a whole lot of money. So, if you bet 40, you want to make sure you're betting the 40 on the right game, so that way maybe you can win 80 or 100 and feel good about yourself and have a little extra. Yeah, and obviously, if the game isn't 8-0, a lot of people are kind of going to sleep, getting ready for work tomorrow. So some people will dip a little bit early, but usually the crowd will be a little bit bigger. But again, if the game was 8-7 right now, then there's a little bit more on the line. But when it's 8-0, I mean, it's been comfortably over for quite some time. And we know in baseball sometimes, runs and rallies can happen, but there hasn't been any sign that the Angels are going to put anything together to come back. And they don't have Trout and Ohtani playing. So big swing and a miss, 0-2 count. Need the Dodgers and Padres to end at 9.5 to win the parlay. How many teams in the parlay did you do? 4, 6, 7? Pitches low and inside, 1-2 count. Sports betting is a very tricky thing because obviously the casinos and the betting companies, they know exactly where to put that point spread. Because what they typically do is they'll look up every single matchup that those two teams have played, and then they look to see every score, and then they average it out to be able to kind of go in their favor. They don't just randomly make it 3.5 or the point spread is 4. They know exactly what they're doing. That way, they typically put it in a position where they can win, 80% of the time. So if you're smart and you can, fight that, and you can end up winning in certain parlays. But a lot of times, if it's like a 6-team parlay, you'll win 5, but that 6th one won't win, and they know that, which is unfortunate. Because it feels good to win 4, and you're like, yeah, so all I need is one more, and then that's the one that loses, and they know that. So 3 out of 4, yeah. That's why you just got to make sure that you're choosing the right 4. And usually what happens too is you'll have 3 that are obvious and then one that's kind of like a maybe. And that's usually the one that screws you over or fucks you. It's like that one, maybe one. You feel okay about it, but you're like, let it ride, Luis Torrens in the box. You already know when Luis is in, the game is fucking over. Takes a strike. 8-0 Mariners. It's at 9 right now. What inning is it? So you need one more run to win. Torrens, there we go. There we go, Luis. Nice double. There we go. It's always good when you get someone that's like from single A, double A, triple A, or they're getting it in garbage time and they actually do something. Nice job, bud. Bottom of the 6th. Oh, you got time. Padres usually choke kind of towards the end of the game, so I'm not sure if you're going to get a whole lot there, but the Dodgers should still be able to get you one. I mean, depending on who's in. Freddie and Mookie are pretty money most of the time. Bottom of the 8th, 8-0 Mariners. This definitely makes up for that heartbreaking loss last night, where Julio ended up getting a 2-run homer in the 10th to tie it 5-5, but we lost. Jose Caballero, let's go, baby. 220 average, 3 homers, 24 ribbies. Come on, Jose. Also, it depends on who's pitching. The more booty the pitchers are at the end of the game, like if they have shitty closers or shitty mid relievers, I'll hit them right in the fucking elbow. Jose to first. But the shittier the bullpen is, the better chance you have to win money too. Yeah, but Mariners are tricky because, like I said, they're very streaky. You know what I mean? And like I said, you always have to look at all the conditions. Is it a morning game? Is it afternoon? Or is it evening? Mariners typically play better in the evening, and morning and afternoon is usually not good. Better at home than on the road, but sometimes on the road we get hot. And it also depends not only who's pitching, right? But you have to be able to see like mid relievers, like who might be scheduled to get in. There's a big difference if it's like Brash, Topa, and then he goes to Munoz, right? Or if it's like Thornton, or some of the others, then it's like once the starting pitching goes out, it's a whole new ball game. So it's like you can have someone like Kirby go lights out, get 10 Ks, pitch 6 innings, and we're up 6-0, and then all of a sudden our bullpen sucks, and then we end up losing 7-6. And I've seen that a bunch. So yeah, that's what makes the sports betting very difficult on the baseball side. It's much easier, I think, on the NBA, NHL, and the NFL side. But baseball, it's a little bit more difficult. It's not like pitchers go all the way like Nolan Ryan used to when I was a kid. J.P. Crawford pops it up. 2 away. Mariners against the Kansas City Royals. That's been a minute then, yeah. Well, especially with the Royals. I mean, we had a couple games that could have went either way right now, and we definitely fight back. We're not going to just give up, but sometimes you can feel that momentum in the air. So, but I hope you win tonight. I mean, regardless, even if it's a small win at like $5 or $10, or if it ends up being like 40 to 100 or even more. Dom, little grounder towards first. We leave 2 runners stranded, and now we're going to the top of the ninth at the end of the game here. Let's go. Time to close this shit out. And the magic number for the Mariners on every game is 5 runs or more, 7 to 10 hits. And we're right in that wheelhouse. 8 runs, 12 hits. So nice little goose egg that we're able to put on right now. Brian Wu actually did a pretty good job today, so shout out to him. Fucking wooed his ass all the way to a victory. Let's go. All right, here we go. Top of the ninth, time to end this game. Your boy needs to go on another long walk with my pup, get that exercise in, and then get everything prepared for tomorrow for all the reaction videos. And the Mariners play at 1 o'clock with Luis Castillo tomorrow. So I'm definitely excited about that, and I'll do that game. Wow, that chick has got a lot of patches on that jersey. I don't think we'll have Munoz out there to close the game since we're up 8-0. We'll see who they throw out there. Dominic Leone, they're giving him an opportunity. Pitches outside. Top of the ninth, 1 out. There we go. One away. Paris coming in. There we go. Got him. Strike swinging. There we go. Paris struck out swinging 2 away. All right, we only need 1 more out, and this game is over. Come on, Leon. End this game. What? Get his ass. Let's go. End this game. Top of the 9th, 2 outs. There we go. Hell yeah. Got him. Let's go. Let's go. Final score, Mariners 8, Angels 0. I appreciate everyone that came through to hang out and watch the whooping. Hopefully you end up winning your bet juice. And like I said, I'll be back tomorrow for the Mariner matchup at 1 o'clock, and I'll be busting out some reaction videos for the college football scene, as well as the last 2 games I have to do on the NFL side. So I appreciate everyone coming through and showing love. And hey, 8-0. You can't get mad at that. Love it. And I got one question for you. Who you know talks sports like us? Your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics. Thank you to everyone that donated, shared, commented, and subbed. And I'll be back tomorrow. I love you and I appreciate you. And I'm out. Gang.